Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a video that I've been wanting to do for a while now. It's going to be a Blue Yeti USB microphone review. Now for you audiophiles out there, I just want to say I'm not a sound guy. I'm really not, but I do get a little bit particular when it comes to my audio quality. I want to have a good sounding audio over all my videos, and it's something that I've taken a little bit of time and care to really try to improve for myself. That being said, I don't know everything there is to know about audio, and this is just my personal opinion on this product. Let's get into it. So I want to give you guys some of the pros and cons to using a Blue Yeti. Now I know that a lot of you guys watching this video are probably a little bit younger, and maybe you're just starting to get into content creation, whether it be for making Fortnite videos or streaming on Twitch or making how-to videos on YouTube, and you guys are interested in getting some affordable microphones. Now, the Blue Yeti is $100, and when I was younger, I just couldn't swing that. And as I got older, I realized that putting that money into this piece of equipment was definitely worth it for me. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative, though, the most popular one would be the Blue Snowball microphone. Now, this isn't a comparison video between the Blue Snowball and the Blue Yeti, so let's get back and focus on the Yeti. Now, it's $100, and in my opinion, you're getting a lot of good quality for that price. And if you take care of it, it's going to last you a really long time. So you have good quality for the price, something that's going to last you a long time, and you guys can hear it as I'm talking right now. The sound quality comes out pretty damn good, and if you use a program like Adobe Premiere to edit your videos, you can throw on effects like single band compressor or parametric equalizer to make your voice sound even better and really pull the most out of your Blue Yeti. This might seem a little bit shallow, but in my opinion, another pro of the Blue Yeti is its style and look. I got the all black Blue Yeti. You can see right under my pop filter, it's still all black, and I got this let's see, what's the company? Vocal Beat pop filter. I think it was like $6 on Amazon. I'll put a link down below in the description. And it just looks really, really nice. And black pretty much goes with anything. So if your colors in your room are a certain way, this will do just fine. One of the other good qualities about the Blue Yeti is that it has multiple recording modes. So you can get front and back. If you want to do like an interview style thing, you can get this one mode. I forgot the name of it, where it gets pretty much mostly what's in front, but also kind of gets what's in the back at a little bit of a quieter volume. You can get Omnidirectional, I believe this one's called, where it gets just everything around a circle equally. It's good for, like, I believe they said like a cappella groups and things like that, or just getting ambient sounds. And you can use cardioid mode, which takes directly what's in front of it and deafens everything around it. That's really ideal for streaming, for doing voiceover work, and things like that. So really, the Blue Yeti is a super versatile USB microphone where you can get vocal stuff, you can get ambient sound effects, you can get instruments playing on it, and it really comes out sounding nice. And one of the last big pros of the Blue Yeti is that it has a feedback feature where you can plug in your headset into the microphone itself, and you can hear your voice in real time, so you can gauge yourself of how loud you're being or if your voice cracks or anything like that. Some of the cons of the Blue Yeti, in my opinion, are it's a little on the bigger side. I had to lug this to work every day last year because the laptop that I had at the time was broken and I couldn't plug in my headset to the laptop. I had to plug it into the Blue Yeti, which went through USB. It was a whole workaround. But for me, having to lug it back and forth was a little bit of an issue because I was afraid I was going to break it through travel because it's so big and it's hard and it's easy to get banged around.
That's what she said.
Speaking of being afraid to break it, I actually did break my first Blue Yeti because the stand that the Blue Yeti comes with actually could get loose on the bolts on the side, and the Blue Yeti, it's hard to explain, but it stands like this on these two bolts, and it could swivel back and forth. My Blue Yeti kind of slammed down, and because of that, there was always this buzzing in my ear every time afterward that I plugged in the headphones. So it still worked to record my voice, but it was just way too annoying, especially if I was going to be streaming for hours at a time. I didn't want that buzzing in my ear. But honestly, as long as you're careful, that shouldn't happen to you. And of course, one of the biggest cons that a lot of the audio guys and gals out there are going to say is that it's not an XLR microphone, which means it doesn't have as much versatility to kind of put it into a mixing board and add effects and stuff. Although I'm sure you could still kind of work something around. Like I said, I'm not an audio guy. I'm sure you could probably do something, being that it's a USB microphone, to manipulate the effects as well. So now that we kind of went over the pros and cons of the microphone, I'll give you guys a couple tips that I've used to really get the most out of my Blue Yeti when I'm using it. Now, I already told you about the effects you can use in Adobe Premiere, but another thing is when you're streaming, whether you be using OBS or Streamlabs OBS or XSplit, you can actually add microphone filters onto the Blue Yeti in the software. The three that I would recommend to use are to put on a compressor, to put on a noise gate, and to put on noise suppression. All of these are going to help you get the best quality out of your Blue Yeti and give your viewers a way more enjoyable experience of listening to your voice. The big one there is Compressor, because if you're playing a horror game or a shooter game, or you get excited and you scream or you laugh or you shout into your microphone, the louds are going to kind of get dumbed down a bit so they don't break everyone's eardrums who are listening to you. Another big tip that I have for you guys is to get a longer USB cable for your Blue Yeti. It's going to come with one that's, I think, a decent, maybe 3 feet or something like that. I opted to buy a separate one. I think it was 6 or 8 feet long. I just found it on Amazon. If I find it right now, I'll throw it down in the description below. I'd highly recommend you guys get it. Basically, what that allows you to do is to attach it to your microphone arm if you have one, and run it all the way back to your computer without having to worry about how close your microphone is to your computer. It's just not something you want to worry about when you're setting up your workspace. And that actually leads me right into my last tip, which is to get yourself a microphone arm. I would recommend the Rode PSA1 microphone arm. It's great quality. I think it's also about $100, but I love it. Ever since I've had it, I've had no issues with it. It's sturdy. It does exactly what you want it to do. And it's really versatile in the positioning that you put your microphone. But I think the microphone arm is going to be a whole separate video. We're talking about the Blue Yeti, and I think it's apparent by now that I really, really enjoy the Blue Yeti. Like I said, it's my second one, and I highly recommend it to anyone who wants to become a content creator or who's already a content creator and just wants to step up their audio quality. Audio is one of the first things, especially if you're a Twitch streamer, that I notice when I'm watching you. And if you have good quality and you know how to apply the compressor digitally and things like that, you're good to go. If you do want to buy anything you saw here, whether it be the Yeti, the pop filter, or the microphone arm, or the longer cable, go down below. I'm going to leave links there. If you buy those items through my links, I'll get a portion of the profits, and that's super sexy. So thank you guys in advance for that. Hit that subscribe button and tick that bell so you get notified every single time your boy goes live with a new video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.